How are you getting on?
Oh, better. A little, at least. There's less wounded than there was. Some got better. But there are more and more people in need of treatment. Someone gets kicked by a horse, someone eats something bad, another can't sleep or has the ague. Everyone's got a problem, and it feels like I'm the only one in the whole world who's able to help them. And Matthias, he worries me most of all. Brother Nicodemus helped me to move him here after what happened in Merhoyed. But he's still lying in a fever, and nothing seems to help.
I'm sorry to hear it. To be honest, you look all done in.
I know. I'm constantly on my feet, and when I get a chance to rest for a while, I don't sleep well. I keep having peculiar dreams and waking up. I get up in the morning feeling like I haven't slept at all.
I brought you something.
That's sweet of you. What is it?
I've got a bit of spare coin, and I was thinking maybe you could use it.
We certainly could. That would be a great help.
I'd like to give you 360 groschen.
Thanks, Henry. You're an angel.
I brought you something.
That's sweet of you.
Quiet!
I've got quite a bit of meat. More than I can eat myself. I thought you might be able to use it.
Thank you so much. This will help us a lot. We've barely got enough to eat, you know?
Glad to be of help. What's wrong with Matthias?
As I said, his wound isn't healing, and he has a constant fever. Me and Brother Nicodemus are at a loss. We tried everything we could think of. I pray every night to Our Lady to heal him. If only he'd get better.
Ah, poor Matthias. After all he's been through. I'll pray for him too. Well, what do you mean? Peculiar dreams?
The same one. Over and over. In it, the Virgin Mary appears to me.
The Blessed Virgin? Really?
Really. She looks just like in the painting over the altar in Sasau Church. I always dream that I'm back in Scarlet's again. Like before. Before everything.
I understand.
I'm standing at the foot of the hill, with the castle behind me, by the walkway leading to the ore-washing tanks, near the woods. Uncle used to work there. I'm bringing him some food, going towards the pond. Then everything suddenly goes dark. I carry on uphill, along the stone channel up to the mouth of a huge cave. I go inside and the darkness surrounds me. But I keep going, and then I see sitting there in the dark.
Who? Who do you see?
The devil. He scowls at me with these horrible eyes. Then everything becomes engulfed in flames, and I try to flee from them. I run through the cave, but I can't find the way out. I can hear the devil behind me laughing horribly. When I can run no longer, I stop. And the flames catch up with me, and then I die. Then I wake up, still feeling the heat of the flames, and I can't get back to sleep again. All I can do is kneel by my bed and pray until morning.
You said something about the Virgin Mary?
Yes, she's always there with me until it goes dark. She goes to the cave with me, but she doesn't go inside.
And you have that same dream every night?
Night after night. It started some time ago and it never ends.
Have you told anyone about it?
No. No one at all, except for you. I was afraid people would think I was losing my mind.
Right. Well, it does sound a bit, mad.
I know. Sometimes I think so myself. But then, when the dream keeps coming back, I think it must mean something.
You're right. That's no ordinary dream you're talking about.
Exactly. I'm glad you don't think I'm mad. I was thinking, that maybe I should go there, but the truth is, I'm afraid. And anyway, I can't leave here. So, I was wondering, since you're here, whether you wouldn't go there and have a look around for me. You're able to take care of yourself. After all, you've been in battle.
All right. If it means you'll be able to sleep peacefully again. I'll go there, but what exactly do you want me to do there?
I don't know. Just go there and see if there's anything weird there, and then come and tell me.
Of course. Take care of yourself, and I hope things get better. With you and Matthias and everything.
Thanks, Henry.
Yeah.
Right, castle behind me. The footbridge to the pools. This looks like the place Johanka described. What was it she said? I should go to the waterworks. Ah, this is where they wash the ore. According to what Johanka said, I should go uphill somewhere here. Pond in the middle. Johanka mentioned some stony watercourse. Ah, there was a stream here that supplied those ponds. It must be nearby. Ah, there's an entrance up there. Could that be it? Well, this is it. I thought it was supposed to be a big cave. Oh, maybe it's bigger on the inside. Oh, Jesus, something stinks here. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. He was only a boy. How in Christ's name did they get here? A shaft leading to the surface. Maybe someone threw those people down here. Looks like a human, judging by the kaftan. Poetic justice. Poor wretch. What did he do to deserve such a fate? He looks like he was well healed, judging from what's left of him. Maybe a merchant who took a shortcut this way to avoid paying customs? A Skalitz Waffenrock. Maybe Sir Radzig sent someone here to check on things. That didn't turn out too well. blood. A lot of it. And it's been here quite a while. Something's very fishy here. It looks like the blood leads to that hut. That's odd. It looks like someone is living here. This is very fishy. All those corpses down below. What in the name of God are you doing here?
I hid here when Scarlet's was raided, and now I'm keeping guard until his lordship returns.
Oh, you belong to the Skalitz garrison?
Yeah. Are you blind or deaf? You thought there was no one here and you could come and loot the place, did you? Well, you thought wrong, you thieving magpie. And you'll answer to cold steel.
But just a minute. I'm from Skalitz, and I know all the guards. I never saw you there.
Then you can't be from Scarlet's, or I'd remember your face.
Oh? Tell me then, what's the name of the miller's daughter?
Yitka.
It's Teresa, you lying bastard.
Alright, you got me. I just wanted to hide out here. I figured no one would look for me after what happened. So who sent you here? Yolen of Rocket Sam? On account of me killing his son?
No.
Hyman of Yihlava? He's had it in for me ever since I plundered his estate.
Oh, I wasn't sent by any Hyman.
Oh, fuck, this is serious. You're from that Lord Sokol, who I left in the shit and skipped with his band when the Bishop of Olomouc was after him, yeah?
I don't know any Lord Sokol.
Then who the fuck sent you? Spit it out before I cut you in half.
Johanka sent me.
What fucking Johanka?
From Sasau. She had this vision, in a dream.
What? I've been hiding for a month from hardened cutthroats, and you found me here because some wench had a dream?
Yeah, basically.
By Christ, you must be cursed.
Hang on. Those corpses in the mine? That's your handiwork?
Aye. They stumbled across me here, so I figured I'd better silence them. And I got a nice bit of loot out of some of them. You'll join them yourself soon enough. Don't worry about that. And maybe I should go and find this Yahunker of yours, too. Prepare to be purged! No!
A shield of Sir Radzig's garrison. Strange. God have mercy, this is a small fortune. Fine clothing, armour and weapons, serious loot, and a cumin faceplate helmet. Interesting. It seems this all belonged to those poor wretches down below.
is that so?
I was in that cave that you dreamt about.
Oh? Tell me, what did you find there?
Well, it was a bit strange. No cave, no hellfire, just an abandoned mine shaft. Although at the end of it, there was quite a nasty surprise.
What was there?
Dead bodies. A lot of dead bodies. All murdered.
God have mercy.
There was this fearsome warrior up above the shaft. He murdered a lot of people and threw their bodies down the shaft to hide them. He went for me too. He fought like a demon, but I overcame him in the end. His reign of terror is over.
Mary, Mother of God. Thank you for going there, Henry.
It was nothing. I'm glad I could help you. Anyway, all's well that ends well, right?
I hope so. But, you know what? I had another dream. A different one.
Another one?
Yes, another one. The Virgin Mary appeared to me again, and I think she's trying to give me a message. She's trying to warn us.
Warn us?
Yes, it all makes sense, can't you see? That other dream about the cave, that was a test. Our Lady was testing me, and now she wants to give me a message.
What message are you talking about?
I'm not sure exactly what Our Lady wants to tell me, but I think I should tell the people. All of them. I can't just keep this to myself.
I don't know. It sounds a bit presumptuous.
No, it all makes sense. Mary, Mother of God, heard my prayers. I prayed every evening that she would heal Matthias, and she answered my prayers. First she tested me, and then, when I passed her test, she appeared to me again. Now I must do her will and pass on her message. And when I've done all she's asked of me, then she will heal Matthias.
Well, I don't know. It all sounds a little, well, crazy. Why would the Virgin Mary choose us, that is you, to speak to?
I don't know why she should choose me, but that's what's happened, and I can't refuse her, can I?
I'd say you're having peculiar dreams and that's all. It'll pass. I've been through something similar myself. I had a strange dream too, not so long ago. It was after Runt nearly killed me in Skalitz. I was back there again, in the middle of all that slaughter. It was dark everywhere, and I was carrying the sword Pa made for Sir Radzig. I had to fight my way through humans who looked like demons of hell. I found my parents, and then I woke up.
You see? It must mean something. These things come to you for a reason.
I suppose. But what do you want to do about it?
Well, like I said, I should go on the town square and tell everyone what Our Lady showed me in my dreams. Won't you come with me? I'd feel so much better if you were there with me.
Rely on me. I'll be there.
Thank you, Henry. Come first thing in the morning and we'll go together. Or if you want, You can rest here. I'll take care of you and wake you up when it's time to go.
Thanks. I certainly could do with a rest.
Take care. Good morning, Henry. Come on, let's go to the green.
How's life here in Sasau?
Much the same as in Scarlet's. That is, before everything. It's quieter now. Most of the work has been done, and everyone is waiting to see what the harvest will be like. Then everyone will be on their feet from dawn to dusk.
I pray it'll be a good harvest, so we have supplies for winter and enough to seed in spring.
God's truth. A couple of bad harvests and we'd be in danger of famine. Well, let's hope it will be good. Every grain counts, especially now, with all sorts of bandits roaming the country, and a great army, too.
I hope Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush get it all sorted out before the harvest.
If those marauders carry on, they'll plunder the whole province. And then where will we be?
The best thing would be to hide the supplies. Bury them underground, so the bandits don't find them.
But what if they threaten the villagers? Most people would be happier to give up their supplies than have their farms burnt down or their livestock herded off.
Livestock can be hidden in the woods. Pa told me about it once.
Maybe. But you can't hide a farmhouse. Or whole families. What if they take your children and threaten to cripple them? Or the farmers? You can't do much work in the fields with your arms broken. And in the winter it's even worse. They might as well dig your grave.
Sir Radzig would never allow that to happen, though. He'd come with his garrison, and those bastards who harassed his subjects would soon be hanging from the nearest tree.
I'd be happier, though, if they all moved on and left us in peace.
What if they don't move on, though? Then the only answer is cold steel.
You men and your endless fighting.
How are things with the infirmary? Did they give you a bit more coin, at least?
Unfortunately not. They said there'll be no more until St. Havel's Day.
But that's still a long way off.
I know. On St. Havel's Day, the payments come from the surrounding villages and the outlying farms. Some of them are supposed to pay in chickens, eggs, or other things. But a lot pay in groschen. Then they might give us more. Since we're going to the market square, I could buy some meat at the butcher's.
You buy that often? I thought you said you had to save every groschen you can.
That's true, but you wouldn't believe the things those monks think up.
How's that?
You know they're forbidden to eat red meat. It's a sin. Saint Benedict forbade it.
I didn't know that.
Neither did I until recently. But that's not all. The thing is, they have an exception to the rule. They can eat red meat if they're sick, so they recover faster. Then, it's not a sin. So some of them are always coming along with all sorts of ailments. So they can lie around in the infirmary and eat meat. Of course, the monks have precedence, so I have to go to the butcher's. And then, there's not enough money for other things.
Well, well, you learn something new every day.
I've even heard tell that there was a monk who tried to keep pigs in a pond at one time.
Why on earth would he do that?
To prove they're water creatures. The monks are allowed to eat water creatures, you see. Not only fish, but even beavers and the like.
That's good. I'd never come up with something like that. And how did it end up?
And come home soon.
I don't know.
Safe return.
Maybe they
As
drowned.
always.
That's good,
Thanks,
though.
Scooter.
I must remember that one.
I'll be fine. I'll go then.
But no dice playing in future.
Tell me, how is it, being in the service of Sir Radzig?
I was surprised he took me into his service after I lost his sword, but it all made sense to me when I found out that actually Sir Radzig is my father.
What?
Yeah, really. I still can't quite believe it myself either. I'm his son. His bastard son, that is. See, he and Ma had... well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, he left me to my father, my other father, Martin, to raise me, see?
I see. I suppose. And what does that mean for you now?
I'm not quite sure myself. We'll see what happens.
My word. That's quite a story. So now you're Sir Henry of Scarlets.
Nah, I don't think so. Not for now, anyway. But to you, I'll always be just plain Henry.
I'm glad you found your feet with Sir Radzig, with your father. That you found your place in the world again, and that...
Yeah. Don't worry. You'll surely find your place too, eventually.
I hope so.
Listen, when she visits you, the Virgin Mary, what does she look like?
Like I said, like that picture above the altar. She just appears in a kind of golden glow, in a blue cloak.
And then?
Then she beckons to me, and things start to appear. Pictures of all kinds. They look like the paintings in church, but moving, glowing with fire and lots of colours and this golden light.
My, that's really something.
Right.
How is Matthias doing?
No change. The Lord have mercy. My hands are shaking. I can't do it like this. Henry, I'm a bit worried. I never spoke to people like that before. I've no idea what to say. They'll all laugh at me.
Don't worry, you can do it. People will swallow anything, believe me. Just start with something that will grab their attention. Like that the Blessed Virgin visited you. That should do it. And once you've got their ears, give them the important part. Nothing could be easier.
Maybe for you. Why don't you do it instead if it's that easy?
I would. Only the Virgin Mary didn't choose me. Remember? Now don't worry about it. People always want to hear something sensational. They'll be hanging on your every word, and I'll be there with you.
All right. Thanks, Henry. Nothing could be easier. Yeah. All right. Here goes. God be with you. The Virgin Mary. The Virgin Mary came to me in a dream. And she showed me things. Things I've never seen before. A great city. A great and beautiful city it was. Great and beautiful. With many, many spires. Tall spires. Golden in the sunlight. And around the city was a mighty wall. All this she showed to me. But then the city was suddenly engulfed in flames. The earth began to shake and the gate burst open. Holes opened up in the ground and from them beasts of hell leapt forth. They broke down the walls and stormed the city through the broken gate. And the beasts hunted down all the sinners. They sank their fangs into their burning flesh and tore them to pieces mercilessly. And the sinners screamed and tried to flee them, but it was in vain. But then Our Lady appeared. Mary, the Holy Mother of God. She covered the whole city in her cloak, smothered the flames, and drove out the beasts. The penitent sinners came out of the city, knelt before the Virgin in prayer, and thanked her for their salvation. That is the vision that came to me. And I believe this message was not meant for me alone. It was a warning to us all. We are those sinners, and we must once again build those mighty walls. Not from stone or wood, but from virtue and love for our neighbor. And whoever has sinned and acted unrighteously must repent and change their ways.
Isn't she that lass who works for Brother Nicodemus? But there's truth in what she says, no doubt.
I don't know. I didn't understand it much.
Well, it was like a parable, see. I reckon she was telling us the Blessed Virgin is angry with us. There was a warning.
She's prayed that destruction doesn't descend on us here. What with that marauding army in the land?
God forbid. The prelates are helpless to do anything about it, And the lords
Have a look at these
are hiding behind the
cucumbers. They'll
walls
stay
in
firm
Rathdown.
all winter.
Oh, that's not
Fight
true.
them before
They
someone else
routed
does.
them heathen cutthroats out of Privy Slavets, didn't they?
For all the good it did, them foreign devils wouldn't be here at all if the nobles were doing their job.
Everyone has been thinking here long.
Honest tradesman and a skilled one. But he keeps playing dice. He sits at that
Garlic soup for the winter, onion soup for the spring, asparagus for taste, and prunes for what ails you. Try them!
Thank you. Thank you kindly. Good health to you, Henry.
My word, Johanka. That speech of yours on the square. I swear I never heard anything like it in my life.
Let's talk about it later. Right now, Guta, the Sasau tailor's wife, came to talk to me and she was quite desperate. Did you hear?
No, I didn't. What did she want?
She said she's having some trouble with her husband, Ambrose. He's constantly playing dice and she doesn't know how to talk him out of it. She heard me speaking on the square and she thought maybe I could help.
So give her some advice then.
But I don't know what to tell her. Our Lady didn't prepare me for anything like that.
Oh, that's what you wanted, isn't it? Your words didn't fall on deaf ears. And now you can't let people down when they come to you.
I suppose you're right. We ought to try and do something.
We?
Be quiet and think. We have to find a way.
Jesus, you're really full of holy fire.
Stop blaspheming and start thinking how we can get Ambrose to give up his dice playing.
Supposing Ambrose were to lose enough to make him regret it. If he were to lose something really important. Mal was used to scold me by saying, one day you'll go too far and then you'll be sorry.
That's it, Henry. Ambrose has to realise for himself how he's harming others, and most of all his wife and himself. Thank you.
Glad to be of help.
But I can't go anywhere. Never mind playing dice in taverns. I've too much work to do. But you could.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Henry. Go and see the tailor's wife and sort it out with her. I have to go back now. Goodbye.
Mother of God. You look like you've been assaulted.
Johanka sent me. She asked me to help you with your trouble.
She did. That's wonderful. But she said she'd come herself.
Well, she's up to her ears in work, and besides, we figured your husband wouldn't pay much attention to a woman, since he doesn't even listen to you.
I'm afraid that's true. What now, though?
Well, Johanka thought it would help if Ambrose saw how playing dice was no good either for himself or for you.
Ha! I've been telling him off about it for years to no avail. I even took his dice several times, but he always gets new ones.
You won't get anywhere telling him off. Ambrose has to realise it for himself. If he lost everything he has to me, that would teach him a lesson. And then I'd talk to him man to man.
Oh, God, no. I want him to stop playing, not to lose the roof over our heads.
No, don't worry. Whatever I win from him, I'll give it back to you. But first, he really has to believe he's lost everything.
Do you swear, by the Virgin Mary, to give everything back?
I swear I'll give back every last groschen, as the Virgin Mary is my witness.
Very well, then. If you think it'll help, take him for everything he has.
Do you think he'll want to play with me?
Well, he promised not long ago he'd quit. But I'll believe it when I see it. He'll keep playing, especially when he's had a drink or two. And if he's feeling lucky, he'll lose his head entirely and play till the early hours.
All right. Thanks for the advice. Where can I find Ambrose?
He's not here now. He's getting ready for a trip to Kuttenberg on some business or other. No doubt you'll find him at the inn. You'd better hurry if you want to catch him. He said he wants to leave soon. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Just as you ordered.
I could do with something to eat.
Well, well, Goodman Ambrose.
Yes? Is there something I could do for you?
I heard you were about to leave for Kuttenberg.
Hi. Sir Sebastian von Berg ordered new clothes and he won't settle for anything but the best. I have to go and buy some fine linen, brocade and other things. I'm taking 600 groschen to pay for it all. I'll make him the finest garments ever.
Ah, I see. Well, Sir Sebastian's a man who doesn't like to be disappointed.
True indeed. I'll be on my way just as soon as the horse is shod and the wagon hitched up. How's it going?
Let's have a drink together to pass the time while you're waiting, eh? On me.
That's kind of you, lad. Goodbye. Good health.
May it serve you.
You look like a fellow who's been around. Tell me, what's going on in the countryside? Are the roads safe?
Oh, it's safer in the province now. There was a pack of enemy cutthroats holed up in Pribyslavitz, north of Talmberg. Mercenaries, bandits, cumans, and other rabble. But we attacked them and smashed them to pieces. So yes, the roads are safer now.
My word. And who led the attack?
I did. The bold Henry of Skalitz. Let's have a drink to my bravery.
Well now, I had no idea I was sitting here with such a warrior. A toast to your bravery.
Bravery it was, I cannot deny. Not one of them could match me in combat. Ha! Let's drink to my sword-fighting skill.
To your incomparable skill, Master Swordsman.
I rained a barrage of blows on the enemy's heads, to my strength and speed.
Aye, aye, to your fast, powerful arm.
But first I had to track down their lair. So, let's drink to my cunning, too.
Is that so? Then you have the cunning of a fox.
Well, there was a band of brigands on the rampage in the province. They attacked the stud farm at Neuhof, killed old Smill, the owner, and torched the stables.
So it's true then. I heard some talk about it, but I thought it was exaggerated. Maybe I should take an escort with me.
Oh, not to worry. Fortunately, I caught up with those bastards and put a stop to their pillaging.
That's good news indeed. Let's drink to your accomplishment.
It was no easy matter, I can tell you. They were cleverly holed up, but they weren't smart enough for me. Ha! To my wits!
Ha ha! To your wits!
Sigismund's hordes attacked Skalitz, razed the castle, pillaged the whole area, and slaughtered a lot of people.
I heard, lad. I heard. God have mercy on those poor souls.
But a lot more people would have died if I hadn't warned them. I took an arrow in the leg, but I still rode on to Talmberg to alert them there.
Well done. I toast your determination.
And another thing we can drink to. That wound still hurts. We can drink to that.
Yes, to your wound.
May those bastards burn in hell.
May they burn in hell.
Did you hear what happened in Merhayed?
No. What happened there?
Some bandits attacked the locals.
God have mercy. It seems that's the lot of decent folk on this earth. Some fucker thinks he can take what he wants by the sword, and there's damn little you can do about it.
Ah, But the villagers weren't such an easy mark. They stood up to them and put up a fight. They even managed to take one captive.
Good on them! That's what those bastards deserve.
But it didn't end with that. Some pestilence broke out, and people thought it was the plague.
God have mercy on us!
It turned out it wasn't the plague, though. Those murdering bastards poisoned the wells there.
The low-down whoresons! They ought to hang, the lot of them!
Let's drink to those brave souls in Merhoyed. They stood up to a pack of cutthroats and captured one.
Glory to them!
Not even the pestilence could break them. With the help of Brother Nicodemus, they recovered.
Glory to your brother Nicodemus too!
Aye, and may trouble pass them by now and leave them to enjoy the peace they deserve.
Aye, peace to all people with good souls.
So, you're going to Kuttenberg, eh?
That's right.
That's nice. I've never been there. What's it like?
Ah, it's great, lad. Grand it is. Kuttenberg is a big town. Strong walls. And more churches than you count on your fingers. Even the king himself has a palace there. And it's packed with people. When there's a fair, the whole town is on its feet. You've never seen the like. But the city elders are troubled now. Sigismund and his army are camped near the town, and nothing good can come of that.
The devil take that damn Sigismund! He's done damage enough here already!
My word, lad, what's got into you?
I'm from Scalis. Sigismund's army laid waste to the place.
Oh, I'm sorry. That must have been awful.
Awful hardly describes it. I'd tell you about it, but first I'd have to drink. A lot.
Then let's drink.
Hey!
You'll have to prize these dice from my cold dead hand. I'll stick them dice in your nose and then give you such a punch it'll fly out your ears. I'll stick them dice in your nose and then give you such a punch it'll fly out your ears. 2 sixes again, 2 sixes, and then 2 more. It's alright. Let's keep going. 2 sixes again, 2 sixes, and then 2 more 6s. Why can't I force it? The fastest dice thrower in the province. Two sixes again, 2 6s, and then 2 more 6s. Listen.
Ambrose, you hound. What got into you yesterday?
Me? Nothing. We drank a bit, all right. Quite a bit. And then I went to sleep.
What? You don't remember? You got as drunk as a lord. Started shouting that you were the greatest dice master in Bohemia and that you'd show everyone. No one had the nerve to tackle you, so you insisted I had to give you a game. But you lost, and then you got really worked up and wanted to save your reputation. We ended up playing until the early hours.
Damn. I don't remember a thing. Did I win?
Oh, you did, a few times. And then you lost everything.
Oh, fuck. Everything?
Everything. The whole 600 groschen you had for buying cloth in Kuttenberg.
Christ in heaven. Oh, God, what am I going to do now? I have to get that money back.
Actually, it wasn't by chance that I ran into you. It was the Virgin Mary who sent me to you.
What are you talking about? Are you trying to make a fool of me?
No. I mean it. My friend Johanka has been visited in her dreams by Our Lady, and she's been passing her message on to the people about amending their ways and repenting for their sins, like playing games of hazard, for example. You see how easily you were tempted into wagering everything you had on dice? You're bringing misfortune down on yourself and your family.
Yeah, you're right. I got carried away. But what am I to do now?
Repent and do penance for your sins. Ask God for forgiveness and swear by the Blessed Virgin never to pick up dice again.
You're right. My passion for dice has gone too far. I'll do what you say.
And give me those dice, so they don't tempt you to play again. I'll throw them down a well where they can't put sinful thoughts in your head.
But those aren't just any old dice that you can get anywhere. They bring luck. Well, mostly.
Ambrose.
I don't play with them much. I keep them hidden away for special occasions. Oh, all right. Here you are. Listen, Henry. The money you won from me, do you think maybe I could get it back? I've learned my lesson, I swear. But now I have to go and buy that cloth, and I can't pay for it.
You've seen the error of your ways. That's all I wanted. I never intended to take your money. Here, have it back. And next time, be more sensible about what you do with it.
Thank you, Henry. You're an honourable man. God bless you. Take care.
You won't be hurting anyone anymore, as long as you stay there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good heavens, what's all this? Candles? Pictures? Someone's made quite a shrine here. I can't wait to hear what Johanka thinks of this.
God be with you, Henry.
I went to see the tailor's wife, like you wanted.
Oh, and how did it go?
I think it turned out well. Ambrose admitted he was overdoing it with the dice playing and promised to quit.
That's great news, Henry. You've helped him and his wife a lot. Thank you. You're a true friend. I think this is exactly what the Blessed Virgin wants from us.
How are things going otherwise?
You wouldn't believe what happened. One of the bathhouse wenches came to me.
Oh? What does she want?
She said she wanted to find a different job. Something more virtuous. She said she decided to change her life after listening to me on the square.
See what you're capable of? Our Lady didn't pick you for nothing. You help everyone around you. I think you're really great, Johanka.
That's very sweet of you, Henry. Thank you. If only there were more like that, though.
How do you mean?
I mean, more people who want to find a better, more virtuous life. If only we could help them to do that.
I might know of someone. There's this prostitute in Ledechko. Adela, her name is.
And how do you know her?
I happened across her by chance when I was tracking the Neuhof raiders. Don't look at me like that. She was mixed up with one of them and I had to question her. I wouldn't say she was particularly happy there either.
That sounds promising, Henry. We should try and help her.
But how?
I'm not sure, but maybe we could persuade her to give up what she's doing and find a different job. If she works at the baths, she'll surely have knowledge of some basic things.
What basic things? Laundry?
No, she'd know about healing wounds, health-giving decoctions, bloodletting and the like. And I could certainly use a second pair of hands here.
Well, if you think so, I can go there and see what I can do.
Henry, please try and convince her. I can find a place for her here. Goodbye. God be with you, Henry.
My word, Johanka. That speech of yours on the square. I swear I never heard anything like it in my life.
So, what do you think? Was it all right?
I'm at a loss for words. It was great. It sounded almost like it wasn't you at all. I never expected you'd say such things. Flames, a golden city, beasts of hell, it was awe-inspiring. You even put the fear of God into me. I heaved a sigh of relief when the Virgin Mary came and everything ended well. It was the best sermon I ever heard. I mean it.
Oh, thank you, Henry. I don't even know how I did it. I just opened my mouth and the words came by themselves. What about other people? What did they say?
I'd say they liked it. Everyone was quite spellbound.
Oh, that's a good thing, isn't it? And do you think it made sense? That it was clear what I wanted to say?
Oh yes, clear as day. It was a warning about our sinfulness. If we're virtuous, Our Lady will protect us against the demons.
Yes, that's what I think her message was. Thank you, Henry. I'm glad you were there with me.
So am I. I wouldn't have missed it for the world. How is Matthias doing?
I think he's getting better. It looks like his fever's fallen. Sometimes we even talk for a while. I just hope he doesn't relapse again.
Nah, he'll pull out of it. You'll see. Where did all those pretty things outside your door come from?
People have been bringing things and leaving them here. Sometimes they even pray. Flowers, a few coins, some food and various bits and pieces. People give whatever they have. Some of them light candles too.
Why are they doing it?
Well, I think it's like some veneration to the Blessed Virgin. And they come seeking advice too, asking about this and that and what they should do. And even worse, they want me to bless them. Someone asked me to bless them before travelling to Benishov. Others asked me to bless women about to give birth, so their children would be healthy and nothing bad would happen. And it seems to me there's more and more coming. I'm at a loss what to do. I wasn't expecting this at all.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? People respect you and believe what you told them. They're showing their support.
I suppose so. But I don't bless anyone, in case you were thinking.
Sure, that really wouldn't be a good idea.
Of course not. What? Do I look like a bishop?
No, and he'd have a fit if he saw something like that. I see things are looking up for you. You even got a roof over your head. I'm glad you don't have to sleep in that stable anymore. And it seems the overseer coughed up a groschen or two in the end, eh?
Yes. I'm glad too, but it's a little bit complicated. Monastery affairs, you know. I won't bother you with the details.
What about the custodian? Is he leaving you alone now?
Yes. He hasn't been here for a while. Can we just talk about something else, please?
What's got into you? You're not yourself at all. Is something wrong?
Oh, Henry. If only you knew.
What's the matter?
Sir Sebastian. He kept coming here, always bringing me gifts, a dress, a piece of jewelry. He was so persistent. I was completely worn out from everything. And he was the only one here who showed me any sympathy, any understanding. He was quite kind, actually. And then once, more than once, I went with him. Then he had this room cleared out and gave it to me.
But you're not to blame. These things happen. He's a noble, and he can do whatever he feels like. He took advantage of you.
But it's all over, I swear. Since I started having those dreams, I haven't been with him. I sold all the things he gave me and bought food and supplies for the sick. I still feel terrible about it. I think maybe it's because of me that Matthias isn't getting better. If I had been more virtuous...
Don't be so hard on yourself. The important thing is you ended it and you tried to make amends.
I'm so ashamed, Henry. Please forgive me, and don't tell Matthias or anyone else, I beg you.
I won't breathe a word. I promise.
Thank you, Henry. Thank you. I feel relieved for telling you. You're so understanding.
Take care.
God be with you, Henry.
You know, I could get you some potion to help calm you down so you can sleep.
Thanks. There's no point in it. Brother Nicodemus already tried and it didn't help.
Oh, I see.
Good luck then.
Want to earn a bit of coin? There's plenty of coin. Quick! Quick, before he gets away! It's so... Don't wait. Alle dopperdellen. You're dead. Well landed.
Good afternoon. Good luck then.
My humble greetings. How may I... God bless.
If you want to go inside, you'll have to wait until tomorrow.
Christ! Is that Adela crying in that room?
Aye, it's a bit unpleasant.
Unpleasant? That fella is beating her up.
The gentleman is a little on the rough side, but he pays well, and the bruises will heal soon enough.
I want to talk to her.
You can't now. The door stays locked, and the key stays safely with me. Wait until tomorrow.
She could be killed in there. And do you think the bailiff wouldn't hold you responsible, sitting here and doing nothing to stop it?
You really think she could be? God almighty. Here, take the key. Please, help her.
Marush won't let you beat me like...
Are you yanking my pizzle? I said get out!
I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for Adela.
For Adela? But I paid for that whore!
Don't call her a whore.
She fucks for money, you idiot! She is a whore!
Now you've fucked up.
Lost you. Curse it! Ah! Damn! Ah!
Why did you have to get mixed up in it? What in God's name have you done?
I saved you.
Oh my
What
God!
a mess!
Henson will
Couldn't you
kill
just have
me
talked to him?
if
I should
Marush
never
doesn't
have let you
first.
in. I don't
Everything
really
will be
need
all right.
trouble. Couldn't you have gone and
All
sorted
right.
it out somewhere else?
You
with
said
him?
that about Hinnick when you were looking for him, and he ended up dead.
Leave this place. I'll help you.
What? Why? What are you on about?
You don't have to live in this rat hole anymore. We'll leave together.
Who gave you that idea?
I came up with it myself.
Oh, and what if I don't want to go?
Well, if it's money you need, I can give you some.
What? Do you think you can buy me like livestock just because I'm a whore? I'm still a person, you know.
Yes, exactly. I just want to see to it that you don't have to sell yourself, that you can finally live a virtuous life.
And who asked you to do that? You're worse than the fellas who come to me. At least they know they can only have me for a while.
I'm only doing it for your own good.
I can look out for my own good on my own. Thank you kindly.
Well, apparently not. Otherwise you wouldn't have to be whoring.
You vulgar swine. I've had enough of brutes like you.
Supposing I pay you.
That's the kind of good Samaritan you are, eh? I thought you wanted me to stop whoring.
Well, you're still at it, no? If I must, I'll pay for your sins with money.
Save your talk about sin and get to the point. What do you want?
I want you to come to Sasau with me.
That'll cost you a nice pile of coin.
Well, what price do you put on your virtue, then, if you have any to speak of?
It'll have to be enough to last me a lifetime.
I'll be back again with the money.
We'll...
Good luck then.
Jesus Christ be praised. How may I serve you?
Is Adela still working here?
What do you mean by working?
Well, you know, at the baths. Serving gentlemen's needs?
You pig. Are you not ashamed of yourself prowling around here after women? I hope your pride and joy rots and drops off.
Oh, God, no. I want to take her away. So she doesn't have to sleep with men anymore.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Go ahead, then. You'll have to talk to Madam.
Thanks.
And sorry about that thing with your pride and joy. I take it back. May it stay where it is and healthy. Take care.
I paid for you, and I'll get what I paid for, whether you like it or not.
Come here to me, kid.
Christ! Unpleasant.
The gentleman is a little on the rough side.
I want to talk to him.
You can't nap.
That's for your seat. Now stop your damn carry on. You want another? Do you?
She could be killed in there. And do you think the baby...
You really think...
The knight in shining armor is gonna come to your rescue?
Nobody gives a fuck about you.
Marush won't let you beat me like that.
Are you yanking my pizzle? I said get out.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for Adela.
For Adela? But I paid for that whore.
I'm sure we can come to some agreement. Have you any idea the shit I can land you in if I have a word with the bailiff?
The bailiff doesn't care about some whore.
Maybe, maybe not. He might care about your sodomy, though, if I give him an eyewitness account.
Fucking hell. What do you want from me?
Get out.
What have you done?
Fuck. I don't need this shit. But you haven't heard the last of this, fucker. I'll cut your fucking throat for that.
What in God's name have you done?
I saved you.
Oh my God. Henson will kill me if Marush doesn't first.
Everything will be all right.
All right? You said that about Hinnick when you were looking for him, and he ended up dead.
Leave this place. I'll help you.
What? Why? What are you on about?
Why do you live like this? Why don't you just leave?
How? Like I should just drop everything here, pack my things and go off to see someone I don't even know?
Why not?
It's madness. It's like starting all over from the beginning.
And why did you become,
A prostitute.
Yeah.
If you're expecting to hear some touching tale about a poor girl tossed around by fate, you'll be disappointed. I didn't want a husband, and I needed money.
So just for money?
What do you think I do it for? Love? Have you got a problem with that?
No. Everyone has to make a living, but you don't have to be a bath maid.
So what else should I do, in your opinion?
Why don't you get married? You're a pretty girl, and a husband would look after you.
Any idea how many husbands I see in here, while their wives are at home with black eyes looking after a pack of brats?
You won't avoid black eyes here. What about your last customer?
At least he pays for it.
You can just find yourself a different livelihood.
Why? What's wrong with the one I have?
What about when you get older? Do you think the men will still come to you?
That's true, unfortunately.
You can't go on like this forever. You could catch some nasty disease.
What do you know about such things?
I've seen plenty, believe me. Maybe too much.
Oh, sorry. I try not to think too much about that.
Well, maybe you should. The apothecary in Rat-Eye could tell you a lot about the ailments people come to him with.
I'm still not sure.
Haven't you ever thought of doing something different?
Like what?
Well, wouldn't you like to help the sick?
That's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yes, but you'd have nothing to be ashamed of.
I suppose not. You know, you might be right about some things.
So you'll leave it?
But how? Where would I go? What would I live on?
Wouldn't you like to help in the infirmary at Sasau Monastery?
Would they let me?
You're a bath maid who knows something about healing. They'd be glad to have you.
But where will I live?
There, of course. It's modest, but you'll have everything you need.
I'm not used to much anyway.
See then? I reckon you've nothing to worry about.
All right. Will we go right away?
Take care. Good health to you.
We can go right now. Come on then.
All right. I'll just say farewell to the girls and pack a few things. Mother of God, I'm all in a flutter. To pack up and go, just like that.
You're doing the right thing. You'll see.
Goodbye.
I told you I wasn't done with you yet. I'll hang you up by the balls from the nearest tree, and then I'll get what I paid for from that harlot.
Is that the best you can...
Once more.
I'll slaughter you. Fucker! Oh, son. I'm gonna enjoy that.
Got it? I'll hang you up by the balls from the nearest tree, and then I'll get what I paid for from that harlot.
What's the matter? Come on. Is that all you got? You'll get one more. What's the matter? Come on.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Is that all you got?
Knees, have you? Show what you're made of.
Ah! Come here, Lily Liver!
Come on.
Fuck it! Ah!
Bring it on.
Is that...
Go weak.
I'll squash you like a loaf flour!
Come here, lily liver.
I'll gut you like a rabbit.
Yeah!
You'll get one for.
Well landed.
What's the matter?
Let go.
It's up.
Call that comp. I'll slaughter you.
There's the good doggy. That's my boy. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. It's you they were after mostly. And are you all right?
Well, they hacked me up a bit, but I'm still on my feet. That's enough.
Good. The sooner we go, the better. I don't want to stay here any longer.
Let's go then.
Good luck then.
Here we are. Give it a while and you'll be happy here. Believe me.
Oh, Henry. I'm starting to have a good feeling about this. Maybe I'll really find happiness here.
I'm sure you will. Johanka will take care of you. She's very good at that.
You know, you're the first one to do something for me without expecting anything. And I don't have anything to give you, unless, if you wanted, for one last time, together.
One last time. Why not? Yeah. Yeah.
She's a loose woman. Honest folk should avoid her like the plague. God be with you, my good man.
Don't play games with me.
Begging your pardon, but I haven't a clue what you mean.
Who sent you here?
Sent us? No one but the Holy Spirit and our Christian duty.
I see. Well, my Christian duty prompts me to give a bit of coin to those in need. What do you say? Are you in need?
Well, thanks for the, alms. Listen, here's how it is. Some of the important citizens here don't care for Johanka talking nonsense about visitations from the Virgin Mary. And there are certain good wives who think she's up to no good. They don't like it that their husbands are hanging around here. And there's talk that she's got something with the custodian and who knows who else. And we're just here to warn decent people about the iniquities going on here.
Uh-huh. Is that so? Well, now you've warned me, you can clear off.
Well, I'm afraid we don't want to do that.
Get the hell out of here and leave Johanka and everyone else here in peace. Got it?
Ah, we'd love to oblige, but we really don't feel like going anywhere. Sorry.
Enough of your nonsense. Clear off, and if I catch you round here again, I'll have you clapped in the pillory.
Good sir, surely you wouldn't pillory simple fellas like us just for wanting to earn a groschen. We'll be on our way, and you'll overlook our little intrusion, all right?
Get going, and don't dare come back.
Aye, we're going.
For the love of God! What have you been doing?
I went to Ledetsko like you asked me.
And? How did it turn out?
You were right. Turned out well with Adela. I persuaded her to leave her trade and find a more virtuous job. She's here for you.
That's great news.
I promised her you take care of her, and I brought her here. She'll help you take care of the sick and injured, like you wanted.
You did a great job, Henry. Thank you. Of course I'll take care of her. We can't let her down now.
And how are things going here?
Much the same as always. There are always wounded and sick people. I'm on my feet from morning till night. But Matthias is better. I'm glad about that. There's these troublemakers, though.
Troublemakers?
Aye. While you were gone, some thugs came here and kicked around the gifts that people brought. Then they vanished before the guards got here.
Oh? Who were they?
I didn't see them at it, but there's some fellas hanging around now by the entrance to the monastery. Maybe that's them? And whenever I go into town, they take liberties with me.
Take liberties how? Did they hurt you?
No, they just make all sorts of offensive comments on account of me speaking on the square. And when someone comes to see me, they make trouble for them. So now, almost no one wants to come here. Maybe you could have a word with them?
I already ran into those thugs, and they won't be giving you any more trouble. That I promise you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that scum was no match for me.
Thanks, Henry. I thought they'd never go. You didn't say anything about it to the custodian, did you?
He knows nothing about it. You don't think I need the help of Sir Sebastian to deal with a few thugs, do you?
Good. I wouldn't want him to think I'm in distress.
Oh? Why's that?
Nothing. It's not important. Listen, there's some merchant staying at the Wagoner's Inn who's been asking after me. Would you go with me to see him? I know those thugs are gone, and it should be safe now, but...
Of course I'll go. It's only a stone's throw after all.
Goodbye. Pavel of Colin, I believe you were asking for me?
Thank you for coming, Johanka. I hope you're not offended by this meeting place. I apologize, but I feel a little confused in your presence. It's your preaching. In truth, I don't know whether I'm speaking to you or the Virgin Mary.
Oh, I'm quite taken by surprise, but it's me, Johanka, and this is Henry. What is it you wanted to see me about, Pavel?
Divine Providence led me back to Sasau after many years, and by the same grace I heard the words you preached, and my eyes were opened.
Just as the Blessed Virgin wanted. Are you troubled by some sin, Pavel?
I've encountered many things in my life, but I never before heard a true prophetess speaking. And you're right. It came to me that it was time for me to make amends for my sin of long ago, and I decided to do some deed for the common good.
You speak very eloquently, Pavel, though a bit mysteriously. I'm not sure I understand you.
I notice you have an armed escort with you.
Henry is my protector, helper, and good friend. Because not everyone in Sasau hears the words of the Virgin with the same piety as you.
This may be yet another ray of divine providence. You see, I'm looking for someone with an adventurous but honest soul. Someone who would find some wealth that I lost and donate it all to the deserving in Sasau.
Aha! Henry here could be just the man you need.
Is that so, Henry?
You won't find a more adventurous soul in these parts.
You speak boldly. That pleases me. Johanka, I'd like to thank you kindly for your visit. I don't wish to detain you any longer.
If you feel we've said all that needs to be said, I'll leave you and Henry to discuss things alone.
So,
Johanka is an exceptional person with an important mission, wouldn't you say?
It's a great honor that Our Lady chose her. For her and for us.
If we were only 1/10 as humble as she, eh?
Anyway, what is it you want help with?
It's like this. In the last year of Emperor Charles's reign, I came here to Sasau to close a profitable deal. But it didn't turn out entirely as planned, and I was obliged to hide some of my money in the woods near the town. Who would even imagine that in the ruins of an old settlement lies a real treasure trove? I tried to go and recover it myself, and I can be glad that I didn't pay for that attempt with my life, as you've probably noticed.
Yes. You look like you were mauled by a pack of enraged squirrels.
The truth is even more absurd. I simply lost my footing and tumbled downhill. No doubt another divine sign that I ought to leave the search to someone such as yourself.
Your guardian angel must have had his work cut out, keeping you from running into Cuman patrol. Where is this treasure of yours, then? I could get the dog to sniff it out.
I'll describe the way there. You can enter the woods between the quarry and the marshland. You can see the spot from here. There's a small stream that flows into the river. Following it upstream seems simple enough, but actually it took me a long time getting up that slope. As I already said, I tripped and rolled quite a way down, after which I considered it wiser to abandon my search. As if that weren't enough, I lost my hat there.
Well, maybe it'll still be there, unless it's been devoured by some boar with good taste in clothing.
Who knows? If you should find it, you're welcome to have it. As you can see, I've already got a new one. Anyway, at the point where I fell, there's a forest track that joins the stream. If you follow it closely, and you'll need to keep your eyes peeled, you'll come upon the ruins of a settlement, and in one of those ruins, the money is stashed.
Right, quarry, stream, path, ruins. I should be able to remember that. And I should bring the treasure to you.
Actually, I'd rather you made the donation for me. I'm in no shape for running around now. Just come back when you've found it, or not. Meanwhile, I'll give some thought to who we shall donate the money to. Agreed?
Well, how could I refuse a pleasant stroll in the countryside? I'll be happy to go and look for your stash.
You are indeed an adventurous soul, Henry. As I recall, I hid there not only a large amount of groschen, but also something else. Nothing valuable, just a dagger which will be rusty by now. Please bring that to me too, as a memento. Good luck, Henry, and thank you.
When you were talking about donating the money for the common good, what did you have in mind?
The Virgin Mary chose Sasau as the place to reveal her message, didn't she? You don't have to go any further than the Rathaus or the Church of St. Martin. Both places carry the same weight for me. The important thing is, I know Bailiff Hašek or Father Fabian will handle the donation better than, say, the monastery.
The Rathaus or St. Martin's? No one else. Got it.
I only need a little, just a little.